Hey friends, this is Jennifer Terri and welcome to a Philippine Travel Update. Kumusta kayo? Today is August 9. Before we start, let me apologize if you hear any noise. That's the sound of the rain. Yeah, it's been raining here on and off. Anyways, let's start our update for today with our OFWs or Filipinos in Hong Kong. Good news, 3,000 Filipinos are bound to Hong Kong to work since the Hong Kong government has lifted the travel ban on the Philippines starting today. Filipinos are now open to go back to Hong Kong to work, but there are quarantine rules, guys, in Hong Kong. Even if you're fully vaccinated, you'd still need to undergo quarantine, and that's compulsory quarantine for 21 days in a designated quarantine hotel. See, if you think Philippine rule is crazy, gosh, Hong Kong is 21 days nakabaliw. But anyways, it's going to be worth it. For our kababayans, it's better to be abroad, working, helping their family than be in the Philippines na naghihirap. So, salute to our OFWs, no, who will sacrifice anything for their families. Filipinos who are already in Hong Kong, you are strongly encouraged to get vaccinated. In Hong Kong, they have a lot of vaccines. You can choose your brand. Kahit anong brand gusto mo, nandun. And they have incentives for migrant workers, cash incentives. And Hong Kong is on the green lanes, guys. Green list country. So if you're fully vaccinated in Hong Kong, uuwi kayo ng Pinas, then you can avail a shorter quarantine, diba? So for OFWs, don't forget to secure your Polo vaccine pass. I shared this, guys, on my community tab. Okay, this was shared by kababayan Maria. I called my health insurance, United Healthcare, asking if they will cover my COVID test, RT-PCR in Manila, since it is free in the US, and they said they will, and if not accepted, they will reimburse with receipt provided. It depends on your coverage, no, if it includes COVID testing, but it doesn't really hurt to check naman, no, because that's 3,500 saved. I mean, every saving counts. Okay, now for those asking naman, because since Manila is an ECQ, the strictest lockdown ever, ma'am, are we allowed to make sundo? I know you guys are worried after your quarantine. For those Manila residents or within the NCR region, you want your family to pick you up after your quarantine in the hotel? Is it allowed? Yes. Drivers of inbound and outbound international travelers are allowed. Please, I would suggest that you guys would send a copy of your itinerary, of your negative COVID test, ganun to the driver who will pick you up at your quarantine or who will drop you off at the airport if you're going abroad outbound. And some tourism update. The Department of Tourism is working hard to achieve its target increase inoculation of tourism workers in cooperation with public and private sectors to bring more vaccines to the tourism sectors. In Bohol, a total of 5,000 out of the 13,000 tourism workers have received their first shot. In Boracay, 7,634 frontline workers and other tourism-related workers have been inoculated. That's about 60% of the target, of the 12,809 target, where they received their vaccines. According to the Department of Tourism Secretary, vaccination is the key. Inoculating tourism frontliners all over the country will be the key to reopening the industry, the tourism industry in the Philippines. It will also restore the public's confidence in travel, thereby translating to a increased socio-economic activities, jobs, businesses, no? It is really important that we must get those vaccines so that we can go back to some point of normalcy, no more lockdown, and we can start reopening. The Philippine economy is really, oh my gosh, guys, it's looking so bad, guys. If you are here, you will really feel it. As of now, our cases is not really looking good. The positivity rate has risen to its highest level in 4 months. Look at this. It's not really, and we have just started the lockdown. This will even increase. That chaos in the vaccination is not helping at all. Several hospitals have already announced that they are already full capacity, including St. Luke's Medical Center in Global City and Quezon City, Medical City in Pasig announced that they have reached full capacity. Their ER and ICU units are full. They cannot accommodate anymore. On the other hand, in Cebu, guys, it's looking grim. Cebu City prepares plan for a mass burial site for COVID-19 fatalities. According to the City Councilor and Emergency Operations Center Deputy Chief Implementer Joel Garinega, the establishment of the mass grave in Barangay Adlawon or Barangay Babag is already being studied. He added that the city government is also planning to use freezer vans to keep the remains while waiting the availability of crematoriums. I think the problem also is that there is limited crematoriums in the Philippines. Look guys, for example, here in our city, there's no crematorium. A COVID fatality would then be buried immediately, guys. Wala nang funeral, bury agad. Moving forward, guys, children, teenagers in the Philippines may get vaccinated this year. The government may start vaccinating children and teenagers against COVID-19 by the end of September or October, according to the vaccine jar Galvez. He also said that the government is negotiating for at least 26 million vaccine doses for children aged up to 15. To date, only Pfizer has an emergency use authorization for use its vaccine on age 12 to 15. However, Sinovac has also applied for authorization. The Department of Finance in the Philippines is very confident that we have enough vaccines to inoculate the 70 million Filipinos, and we have more than 45 billion money for 2022 for any vaccine procurement needs. As of August 8, 11,391,969 Filipinos are fully vaccinated, while 13 million have received their first dose. We're still far away from the goal, no? With this rate, we will achieve herd immunity. It means we can fully vaccinate 70 million Filipinos by March 2022. Moving forward, for kababayans in the travel-restricted countries, one of our subscribers, Malu, shared, no? She was able to avail bayanihan flight, Dubai to the Philippines. And she shared that for kababayans po, non OFWs, please po, you need to book po for your quarantine hotel in advance po. Basta non OFW kayo, kailangan nyo talagang mag-book in advance para sa inyong hotel. And apparently, airlines are announcing certain list of hotels kung saan lang kayo makakabook. So please coordinate with the airline, whether that's Emirates, PAL, or Cebu Pac. She also reminded the RT-PCR negative test result requirement, guys. 48 hours prior to departure, bago yung alis sa Pinas, bago yung alis, let's say sa Dubai, kung saang travel restricted country man kayo naroon, you need to get tested po. Dapat may 48 hours negative RT-PCR test result po kayo. Need po yan. Hindi kayo makakasakay kung wala kayo niyan. Please pray for the Philippines. Stay safe po and God bless you all. I will see you again with another travel update. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Bye!